Hi guys, and welcome to Up and Smart. Quick preview today for racing at Kenilworth, where the going is good. And we start off in the first, and I must say I quite like the jockey arrangement here for Alder Doormeyer on Adam Marcus with Adira. So that will be my first choice here in quite an open event with Wildest Dream as my second choice. The favourite Miss Greenlight my third choice. Dawn of a New Day, Kannemeyer fourth choice, and Gallic You Baby the fifth choice. It does look pretty tough. I'll even throw in maybe Follow on Cora with Grand Van Niekerk now being booked. And yeah, watch for any betting support on the first timer Sugar Tax. Moving on to the second, and here I think the first four here for me is Sergey, Steinbeck, The Futurist, and Canada Square. Two of them is only runners for the day. Michael Robinson sends out Sergey, and Eric Sands sends out Canada Square, both as only runners for the day. And you can see there's quite a lot of lengths between those first four versus the rest of the field. So I think those first four is probably the right ones. In the third, the horse that should probably win this is Field of Vision. And if I just look at the 42 days, remember you can actually take only 42 days, 84, 168 or more. If I only look at that 42 days, then you see the 6.16 lengths here. The second best is 10.59, Cruising California, and then there's quite a big gap to 15 and 20s, etc. So quite like a Field of Vision. You can then also, of course, look at all the rest of the data, but just a little bit of a cheat sheet if you want less information. Moving on to the fourth, bit of a roughie, bit of a value for me, Global Forest. I think judging on his green bats 10 lengths here, the red one on Spirit of Silvana is the favorite with some red bats, but that's obviously some question marks. And then there's some hidden form here on the bat 84 on Isle of the Winds. And Augusta Green is probably looking for some improvement as well with the blinkers fitted today. So those four would be my first choices: Global Forest, Spirit of Silvano, Augusta Green, and Isle of the Winds. In the next race, the fifth, I'm going to go with Persistence, Intrepid, and Captain Mike as the main players. And the first choice here for me is Intrepid, followed by Persistence and Captain Mike. I see there's some two favorites at the bottom here, but the ratings suggest that those three and maybe also Water Bolt is the right ones. In the sixth race, again, we've got quite a bit of a roughie in the form of Transact that really had a really decent run on his last run, winning his maiden. He keeps Ashby on board, and he's at 16-1, but his last run, the 3.98 bat figure, is quite appealing. So there was a lot of improvement here from 21 into 3. Second choice, another roughie final move, and then Resonant and Kalari Ferrari, and Silvana Dasher and Power Grid. So probably a field race for me in the Big Six. In the seventh race, I'm going to go with Spring Awakening, only runner for Nell with Doormeyer on board, and All About Owl by now might be going for the double with Adam Marcus, and Moonrock, a bit of a roughie, as my third choice with Apollo Ace, the fourth choice, and Silver Salmon needs to produce those runs that he has on Hidden Bat 168 form to get back into it. Somerset Morn, here's Justin Snaith coming from a rest. You can see flames from the rest, so it does well from the rest, and there's a blinkers change. So could be anything coming from returning. And then the last race, Green Grow the Lilacs from Kannemeyer is my first choice here. Last run wasn't all that great, but the one before that you can see is pretty decent. Does have the best overall ranking figures here. And then a bit of a roughie in Costa Esmeralda at 33-1. She's a Rainbow is my third choice as the favorite, and Silver Darling next best. So those four for me is my main play. Fleeting, interesting to note that is the stablemate for Crawford's She's a Rainbow, and he is coming from a rest at 12-1, and he does pop up quite nicely here on the bat 84 before his rest, so could be a bit of an interesting runner for a bit of a surprise from there. So maybe those 5 to consider: Green Grow the Lilacs, Costa Esmeralda, Silver Darling, She's a Rainbow, and Fleeting. That's it from me, guys. Short and sweet. I hope you have a great day.